Nailed it. Absolutely correct. The Paradigm Shift episode 80. Why do I laugh when I say this? Just the relentless pursuit, the consistent commitment, the vision, following through, achievable for anybody if they're committed. 80 episodes. Wow. I'm going to go ahead and take that in. Big Dave, I see you. You sex octopus. Bringing you on right now. Happy Saturday, everybody. I'd love to know what your current state is in the chats right now from 1 to 10. If it's a 6, no problem. Let's be transparent. Dave and I take accountability to have you flying till a 10. If you're ready at a 9, that's okay too. Big Eric, I see you. We're going to bring you on in less than 5, brother. Less than 5. Really excited to share you with the audience. Big fan. The hamster. Where is he? Yes. How you doing, you sex cheetah?
I didn't know we were having Eric Bigger on here, man. That's my boy, the big boy himself. I cannot wait. That's incredible.
Doesn't get bigger than that.
It's so good. I don't know how well you know him, but he's an OG of David Meltzer, man. He is one of my good friends. I just miss him, and I cannot wait to share his wisdom with everybody. But what's going on, big Craigie Siegel, the Eagle?
Everything's great. We hired 3 full-time staff members to this week. It's something I'm really excited about as CLS continues to grow and we're able to extend the reach. This time next week, I'll be taking the paradigm shift from the beautiful city that is Chicago. Get ready to run the marathon. I'm healthy, all things considered, and I'm very excited for the opportunity.
Yeah, that's incredible. You know what I always say, if you don't like someone, the best way to tell them you don't like them is to wish for their happiness by lots of employees and overhead. So may I wish upon you lots of employees and overhead.
I love it. You said that. Let's get started. Look,
yeah.
I was really busy this week in the best way. I was looking at your content this morning, and I saw some great stuff that stuck out right away. Audience, obviously, go check out Dave's content daily. But Dave, you said this. Stop voting for scarcity. Tell us what you mean.
Yeah, look, the universe is abundant, and one of the biggest challenges we have is to shift your paradigm that there's more than enough. We could talk about having more than enough. You could talk about being generous, but in the end, are you living in a scarce world, a world of not enough? Are you trading? Are you negotiating? Even giving, is that a negotiation of the more I give, the more I receive? What's the anticipation when you help others? Is it for something in return? When you give to charity, is it for something in return? Recognition, acknowledgement, ego. What's going on? Are you living in a zero-sum game? And if you stop wishing for what you don't want, if you stop trading, negotiating, if you stop living in a world of quid pro quo, Latin for the more that we give, the more that we get, that if you can transcend into a paradigm shift of more than enough, only spending minutes and moments outside of that, creating interference between the infinite amount of everything, the infinite amount of everything for everyone, you can live in a world where you're always adding what? Appreciation. What's appreciation? Value. And if you live in a value add world of appreciation where we add value to everything, even when we ask for help, even when we ask for things, wish for things, hope for things, and when we take things even, it's adding value to the universe, it's adding on to the universe, and then acknowledgement is the process of getting rid of. The only way you can acquire the knowledge of what you have is to not have it anymore. And then it gives you more room in a world of more than enough to ask for more. And this whole process is what I mean by living in the world of abundance, shifting a paradigm away from hoping, wishing, dreaming, and asking for what you don't want. Instead, live in the value-add world. Be confident, be intellectual, intuitive, and inspired to ask for more.
You really are an abundant antelope. It's unbelievable. Real quick, before I give some feedback on that, because it was awesome, is an antelope an animal?
Antelope is like a deer. Yes, it would be a mammal.
Okay, just confirming. Where are you?
I'm in my wife's office. I have like a new setup. I'm multicasting the paradigm shift. So I got all types of different platforms that you and I are sharing together. I have these arms and legs and all types of different mechanisms in my wife's office that I'm trying out utilizing your and mine. Our terrific show, 80 episodes, is now being multicast into the multiverse.
Isn't that crazy? 80 episodes. It's crazy, but it's not, right? Because me and you are some of the most consistent, disciplined cats out there. A lot of that I owe from you, from rubbing off on me. But the value that we want to provide right there is anybody can achieve. Have that long game mentality. Just do the best that you can each and every single moment, and then before you know it, they begin to stack, right?
Yeah, I think, when you see, and I study Einstein a lot, and I study specifically how he looks at time, the relativity of time, the limitation of time, the man-made construct of time. Time is the only dependent variable. So when you talk about stacking or compounding or aggregating, everything aggregates. I have a simple statement of this. It says everything doubles. It's just a matter of time. And so your good behaviors will double, your bad behaviors will double, your love will double, your interference will double, your bank account will double, your business will double, your community will double. It's just a matter of time. And that time is determined upon the consistent, persistent pursuit of doing better, learning lessons, and having fun by creating more ease in that pursuit of consistent, persistent pursuit. And so for everyone out there, it's just a matter of time before you get what you want or you get what you don't want. It's that simple. And so when you know that everything doubles, it's just a matter of time, then our own perspective should be how quickly, how rapidly can I make it happen? The double of good things, not bad things. So I got to get rid of the bad things and focus more on the consistent, persistent pursuit of the good things.
Yeah, so many people, especially that I coach and support, like they want instant gratification. And I imagine I was probably a little similar when you and I first met, being honest. But now that you've helped me the bigger picture, it actually like releases like the pressure. And then you can just kind of focus on each moment and then they begin to stack. So people don't want instant gratification, like nothing ever really special. And it kind of comes to fruition that you want instantly in any field or any facet of life.
No, if it seems to have appeared instantly, it's because of behaviors that you may not be aware of in the past. And it has aggregated. There's no coincidence. There's a mathematical equation. What you have paid attention to over time, what you've given the 5 levels of intention to, doing, saying, thinking, believing, and feeling, will equal the coincidence that in your perception has either happened instantaneously by luck or has taken way too long to happen, and yet here it is today.
You're such a stud. You really are extra draft. I'm gonna bring on Big Eric right now.
Oh boy, it's getting bigger in the house.
I'm really excited for this, if I'm being honest.
I'm really excited. I love this guy. My heart's singing right now. I got 2 of my favorite people. Oh boy, he's so handsome though. That's the thing. The hamster. Oh!
Hey! Hey, I'm connected to goodness, the paradigm shift. The more we give, the better we live. Craig and David, how are you? Happy Saturday.
Oh, man. Eric, I'll be honest with you, we haven't really connected. I'm a fan, but watching from afar. I'm so excited for today. I know you and David already know each other quite well. Thank you so much, Natalie, for joining us today, brother.
Hey, thanks for having me. I'm feeling good. I've been up since 5 a.m. and I'm in it to win it this morning. So thank you.
Your positive aura is so contagious. It's unbelievable. And one of the things that you always talk about, which I just see you write it and I immediately feel elevated, is miracle season.
Yes. Well, it's miracle season is a metamorphosis. It's a transformation, right? In life, we want great things to happen, but we don't want to go through the process. The process is the miracle, right? The daily habits, the tedious things, the intangible things you can't see, right? But if you show up consistently like you guys do on the paradigm shift and in your everyday life, you can get your miracle on the back end. But when you're always looking for the miracle instead of being a miracle, you can't receive the miracle. So it's miracle season is a transformation, right? Transformation. Change your mindset, change your energy, change your life. And that's what this miracle season is all about.
What are you smiling at?
This guy, he gets it, right? Like, I look at the smile, look at the aura, look at the energy, and he gets it. And there's 3 things you got to know about miracles in to take the transcendence and transformation a step further, which Eric has empowered so many people with and raised their awareness to. Number one, you need to expect miracles because of who you are. You will receive miracles because of who God is, your source, whoever that be. You will receive miracles because you are protected and promoted by something bigger than you that loves you more than your mom. But you will give miracles. This is the key that most people don't transcend with. See, you can transform by expecting miracles and receiving them, but you will give miracles because you are a part of God.
Amen.
And I think those three things are inherent within what Eric does so well, to not only expect miracles and receive them, but he shares miracles every day, because as you can feel his frequency, his vibration, his aura, he is a part of God, and I'm a part of him, and he's a part of me, and we're a part of all. And that's why I'm just giddy right now with this handsome dude next to me.
Connected to Goodness, man. That's your book. Come on now.
Hell yeah.
Old school. Look at the OG cover. Nice, Craigie Poo.
Yeah. I want to touch upon that. First of all, I love your guys' paradigm on it. It's so true. Like, I used to worry more about like achieving good or miracles, but then when I just started focusing on how can I show up and project good and be a miracle myself, that's when I really started to become a vibrational match, all the abundance to come to me. So I love that you guys both said it. I love both how you articulate.
Thank you.
Hell yeah. Eric, other thing that you said, which I thought was awesome, and I want to emphasize the word sometimes, but you said that reflection equals progression. That's deep, brother. Tell us.
Yeah, so, whatever you feel on the internal becomes the external, right? So internally, if I'm speaking positive to myself, I'm speaking good thoughts, good energy, empowering myself, affirming, I'm great, I'm phenomenal, I'm wonderful, thank you, God, thank you, universe. That energy that I'm not even saying it out loud, I'm saying it internally to myself, to my spirit, to my soul, it's gonna project, right? It's gonna project in the ether, in the universe, and I'm gonna become what I'm giving myself. Like David said, if we give it to ourselves and we expect it, eventually it will happen, right? So the reflection becomes the projection and the progression, right? Because I always say progress equals happiness, right? The more we grow and the more we evolve, we feel good. You can have all the money in the world, but if you're not growing, if you don't feel like you have meaning or you're part of something greater than yourself, you feel empty. So that's why daily habits and showing up for yourself and reflecting is your projection, would become your progression, right? If it's positive, also if it's negative, let's be real.
Dave, big vibe.
Yeah, man, he's a genius in the respect that we should call him Eric Kierkegaard bigger, because he's an existentialist at his purest form, that he understands that he gives meaning to everything he sees. And that meaning stems from your ability to give a meaning that's in alignment or in a trajectory of what you want, and be open-minded to change your mind. And in order to do so, we really have to understand that we are utilizing this pursuit, as Eric says, not of happiness, but the pursuit is happiness. And so, I'm blessed to be friends not only with Eric Bigger, but with Chris Gardner, who wrote the book with Will Smith and did the movie The Pursuit of Happiness. And I tease both those guys all the time that you misnamed the movie, because happiness is the pursuit. And you should be teaching, I am happy. What am I doing to interfere with it? And those daily habits, which I live by, 5 daily habits, 5 daily practices, I call them, because I think, habits are an outcome. Practices are what forms the habit. So I utilize 5 daily practices in order to effectuate the good behaviors that are aggregating in a certain time frame, hopefully accelerating it. But the happiness is derived from the pursuit of whatever outcome I think I want, that I'm able and capable of changing my mind as I learn lessons from the pain, setbacks, and failures every day that will adjust or subtly move me towards a better place, a better position, or a better situation. And this guy next to me, like I said, he gets it. Eric, existential Kierkegaard Bigger. He is a guy you got to follow, you got to learn from. I'm still learning from him. The day I met him, I knew I lived many lives with him. We are brothers from the same soul, the same place, and he gets it at a very young age. This guy got it, and he's just learning more and more.
Yeah, oh yeah, love all this. Dave, you really are a deep thinking dinosaur. I love it.
I love this guy, Craig.
Yeah, I'm going to say something a little bit off color, but I can't help myself. So for all of you cancelers out there, close your ears. But I am a dinosaur. I've been nicknamed Lickalotopus, and there's very few of there's very few of us out here left. But I'm a little dinosaur. I've lived for millions and millions of lifetimes. Better known as the Lickalotopus.
Dinosaur Dave.
Yeah, talk about a soundbite. I know it's Saturdays. It's some family time. We'll land the plane with this. That I could probably improve upon, if I'm being honest, especially now that we're growing a whole staff and so forth. Eric, I saw you talking about this. Dave, you do this so well, is holding the people around us accountable. Love that.
Yes, it's so important. The interesting thing, if people just really sit and think, I always ask myself, like, how do you hold someone accountable, right? Like, what's the process? So yeah, you got to hold people accountable. What does that look like? What does that feel like? How do you hold someone else accountable? You know how you do it? You hold yourself accountable, right? If you hold yourself accountable every day, you don't even have to say anything. Your aura, your energy is going to hold people accountable around you. If LeBron James is on a basketball court, he's holding everyone around him accountable. Like, come on, man. You got to show up. You're going to feel it. He doesn't even have to speak a word. Tom Brady's or the great people, the David Meltzers, the Craig Seagulls, like, your energy, your aura is going to hold people accountable for them to shift their paradigm, to have that accountability that you need from them. So it starts within. It starts with self.
I love it, buddy. I just want to say that. Dave, awesome. Talk about the same frequency. I see this smile from ear to ear. Take it away.
Yeah, well, people get confused, and Eric's absolutely 100% right that accountability of self will then allow everyone around you to hold themselves as well accountable. But accountability is not responsibility. See, responsibility is your ability to respond accordingly in the trajectory of what you think you want, hopefully in a positive manner, to be of service or value of others and yourself. But where I see accountability, and it's taken on a huge role the last few years of my life, is think about accountability in this way, of self, so others hold themselves responsible. What am I doing to participate in the perception of self and others? What am I doing to participate in this perception? See, that's true accountability to me, therefore leading to the ultimate objective of, okay, this is what I'm doing to participate in this perception. What am I supposed to learn from it? In other words, enjoying the pursuit of my potential, my advancement. And so as I share with both of you and you share with me, and we are all capable, responsible, but most importantly, all three of us are accountable beings. We're participating in a perception of ourselves, each other, and others, and learning from it. And to me, that's what the paradigm shift is about. That's what our friendships are about. And although we don't get to see each other that often, I think of you often, and I know that connects to goodness with you. Absolutely. And you know that I'm always here to be of service or value to you. I'm a big fan, and my heart goes out. My crown is in my heart when it comes to Eric. That's why I hear symbolically turn my hat around.
Yeah.
Because having Eric in the house, we're all blessed.
We're blessed. Yeah, and I'll share something with you guys. Fun fact, this morning, you guys held me accountable. I knew I had to show up at 7:30 a.m. on a Saturday. So I got up. I was up at 5. I was in the gym by 6. I took a quick shower at like 7:10, and I hopped on this live. So you guys in your show, this is episode 80, held me accountable without you even knowing, because you guys showed up for 80 straight episodes. So it reflects, the projection of what I needed to be today. So thank you.
I love that. Keep that. Thank you so much, brother. I would be doing the audience a disservice if I didn't show them the best way to follow, support, and hang out with you. What's the most exciting thing you got going on? How can you keep?
Hey, man, follow me on my Instagram. You see the handle, Eric Bigger. Download the It's Miracle Season app. It's a body, mind, and spirit transformation where I'm giving talks, I'm giving workouts, I'm giving life advice, mindset advice, spiritual advice. We got a savings challenge going on right now. 10 weeks, we're just going to save $25, right? Everybody wants the big coin. You got to learn how to spend and save the small coin so you can invest it. So we're on week 3, $75, and next week it'll be $100. So join me, tap in, become a part of my paradigm, and also follow my coaching page, E Bigger Speaks, where I'm giving, you know, motivation, inspiration daily from quotes and talks and just everything universal to evolve the mind, the body, and the spirit. I call it spiritual currency. Other than that, let's just hold each other accountable in this metaverse, in this Instagramiverse, in this world of virtual digital space. So I'm happy, I'm thankful, and you guys are incredible.
Hell yeah. E, let me see what you work with, buddy.
Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. Don't tell nobody. A lot of pull-ups this morning.
Hey, hell yeah. Thank you guys so much. Genuinely, this was time really well spent. Not only us, but for the audience. Love you guys both. Eric, I'm excited to connect further, brother. And both of you, unbelievable weekend.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Amen.
man.
Miracle season.
Thank you.
All right, David.
Take
Love
care.
you. Love you guys. Be great.
Love you guys. Email me, david@dmeltzer.com. Thank you, Craig Siegel. Have a wonderful weekend. Good luck in Chicago if I don't talk to you.
I'll talk to you.
All right. Bye-bye.
Wow. Paradigm Shift episode 80 in the books. Eric Bigger. He's awesome. That guy is a vibe. He's doing great stuff. He's got great energy. Nick in the house. Go follow him. Check out his app. All that stuff that he said. I can't wait to connect with him further. Of course, Big Dave. The Deep Thinking Dinosaur. Follow him. Check out all the stuff he's got going on. Even his book, which is an oldie but a goodie. The OG cover. And we'll see you next week live in Chicago for the Paradigm Shift episode 81. Life is good. I love you guys so much. Thank you for joining us on your Saturday. Have an unbelievable weekend. And don't forget to sharpen the axe and work on yourself. And think about how the highest version of you would show up in this world and then strive to be that person each and every single day. You dig? Love you guys. Have a great weekend.